Priyanka goes where money does. Gauhar Khan's attacker accuses her of staging the attack. Amitabh Bachchan's tiff with his directors. Anushka is now Virat's Lady Luck. Hello everybody and welcome to WeChat Presents 9XE The Show.
I'm hot, you're not, I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. 9XE.
I'm Mia and I welcome you to another fresh episode of 2015. Today we are going to start off with the Desi girl Priyanka Chopra, who is all set to mint more money this new year. In the previous episode, 9XE The Show brought to your notice that Priyanka Chopra has pushed the shooting schedule of her maiden co-production, Madam G. And who else but us to tell you all the reasons why Priyanka took this step. Reason number one, it's all about the money, honey. One reason for pushing Madam G was her deal with an American television show. But what could be more important than her own project? Well, the answer is 21 crores.
So yeah, it's a great feeling.
Yes, she has been offered 21 crores to do the show. And isn't that a fat pay packet? That's more money in less days. Doing a movie in Bollywood means getting engaged with the project for almost a year. Here she gets to make a quick buck. Not just any amount of buck, but 21 crores. Reason number two, explore the Hollywood industry. Priyanka is going to be in LA for at least 2 months, and while on one side she will be figuring out the specifications of her TV show, on the other hand she will be meeting a few Hollywood producers and filmmakers. Why is that? Obviously because she wants to try her hand at being a Hollywood star. It might not be that difficult for her because Priyanka is quite familiar with the West and has already explored a bit with her exotic music album. Reason number three, Madam G needs polishing. While Priyanka will be away from the country, Madam G director Madhur Bhandarkar will improve upon the film's script.
बताऊंगा स्क्रिप्टिंग का काम चालू है जल्दी बताऊंगा.
According to Priyanka, there is still a little more work that needs to be done on the script.
लड़कियों की फिल्में बहुत मुशक्कतों से बनती हैं.
Or maybe it is just a way to keep Madhur engaged. No prizes for guessing that the number one reason why Priyanka has kept Madam G on the back burner is actually 21 crores. Now, if the Khans of Bollywood can make money from their small screen appearances, why will our Desi girl be left behind? And guys, she is gonna go international. Speaking of shows we can't miss, let's talk about Salman's biggest reality TV show. So you've heard that Salman isn't going to host the last 4 episodes of Big Boss 8.
बजरंगी भाईजान उस फिल्म की शूटिंग कर रहा हूँ मैं, और मैं राजस्थान में हूँ, तो वहाँ से आना जाना थोड़ा डिफ़िकल्ट पड़ेगा. इसीलिए वो जो लास्ट के जो 4 एपिसोड्स हैं, जो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, वीकेंड का वार, वो मैं नहीं कर पाऊँगा.
Director Farah Khan will take over, but bet you didn't know that it was he who recommended Farah's name to the broadcasters as his replacement. Now don't be surprised guys, Bollywood functions like this. We all know about the chain of friendships and animosity out here. My friend is your friend mine too, your foe is my foe. Now don't be confused. I will tell you why and how Salman recommended Farah to host Big Boss 8. It's simple math. Salman's patch-up with Shah Rukh Khan has opened the doors for more patch-ups, and one of them is between Salman and Farah, who had distanced themselves from each other after Farah's husband, Shiresh Kunder, didn't direct the Salman star kick. Now obviously, if Salman is friends with Shah Rukh, how can he ignore Shah Rukh's buddy Farah? Yay! Now that's some great bonding happening here. And Farah has made the bond even stronger by inviting Salman to her birthday bash on the 9th of January. So will we be lucky enough to catch a glimpse of Farah, Shah Rukh and Salman partying together? Well, let's hope so. And it's party time for not only the Khans, but Sunny Leone too. The adult film star is just 2 films old in Bollywood, but guess what? She is already getting paid more than the likes of Shraddha Kapoor and, hold your breath, even Alia Bhatt.
There's poison in the water, poison in the rain.
Sunny is being paid 2.75 crores for her next movie, Tera Beman Love. Her wish was the producer's command. 9XE The Show has it that Alia and Shraddha's fee is half the fee of Sunny's. But if we compare Alia and Shraddha's career graph to Sunny's, the two obviously have been part of better films which have been hits.
I hope that's a compliment.
From hot sunny Leone, time now to move on to the hot-headed Amitabh Bachchan. Mr. Bachchan, known for his calm and composed nature, lost his cool while shooting for his next Wazir. Sources close to the film have whispered in our ears that the film's director, Bijoy Nambiar, kept Mr. Bachchan waiting. Mr. Bachchan was ready with his full makeup to start the shoot, but Bijoy was busy shooting other parts of the film and kept Mr. Bachchan waiting. When a few minutes turned into hours, Mr. Bachchan lost it, and how. In a fit of anger, he took off his makeup and walked off. Everyone was obviously shocked to see this avatar of Mr. Bachchan. Looks like in an attempt to get the perfect shot, Bijoy forgot whom he had kept waiting. Apart from Mr. Bachchan, the film stars Farhan Akhtar and is a Vidhu Vinod Chopra and Rajkumar Hirani production. Coming up, Big B locks horns with another director too. Tiger has to wait longer to roar. So before we went for a break, we told you that Amitabh Bachchan was not very happy with his director, Bijoy Nambiar. But it did not end there. Mr. Bachchan has had his fair share of differences with another director too. In an exclusive interview with 9XE The Show, R. Balki gave us the details.
I think we have a lot of fights, and I think as much as he throws a lot of tantrums, so do I. And we have a very healthy relationship because I just believe that we are not here to be friends. We are here to make a film. And the film must be made regardless of whether who agrees or who disagrees in the way it should be made.
But of course, a film by Balki would be incomplete without Mr. Bachchan. Both his earlier films, Cheeni Kam and Pa, had the megastar written all over them. Talk about Mr. Bachchan, and Balki is ready to spill all on his next film. Balki told us that Shamitab, starring Mr. Bachchan and Dhanush, is a story of ego clashes and how success is all about teamwork. Sounds rather heavy. But when it comes to a Balki film, you can't expect anything frivolous. But what you can expect is to see Mr. Bachchan like you've never seen him before. A peep into Balki's stable, and Mr. Bachchan has always been Balki's main man. The director has a rather bang-on explanation for this.
I think we're all lucky to be living in an era where Amitabh Bachchan is there. And if you're fortunate enough to get an idea that suits him, why on earth would you want to work? Why would you not even think of anything else?
When it comes to Shamitab, the idea came to Balki at the most unlikeliest of places, like all cool ideas do.
I was going to Amitji's house on his 69th birthday. I remember this very clearly. My driver was on holiday, was on leave that day. So I took a cab and I was stuck in a traffic jam on ST Road for nearly an hour. Okay, that was a massive jam. And I didn't have any gift with me because Amitji is a teetotaler. He does not drink, so I can't carry a bottle of wine. And I can't give him flowers. I feel embarrassed to give him flowers. What do I do? So I was thinking, I just didn't know what to do. I was feeling, and Gauri was actually out of town that day. So at least she would have normally advised me with something. So what to do? The only thing I can give him is an idea. I can't give him anything more. So I was furiously thinking of what to do. Suddenly something hit me, then I went and whispered in his ear on his 69th birthday, and I said, this is my gift, this is my idea for you. And if you like it, I'll write it. He said, when do we start?
Apart from Mr. Bachchan, Balki's cast is made up of Dhanush, Kamal Hassan's younger daughter Akshara, and even Rekha. Wow, Rekha and Mr. Bachchan in the same film? That's movie gold. But Balki was not tempted to put the two veterans in the same frame.
You don't want to distract people from the story. You're telling a film story, not using gimmicks to kind of sell the thing. Rekha is there for a reason.
Next, Dhanush was not the original choice for the film. Balki went through many actors, including Shah Rukh Khan, but Dhanush's name popped up while talking to Mr. Bachchan.
In fact, I said something, Amitji, if you were to do it in Tamil, we should do who? I said let's see if we were to do this film in any other language, what is the casting that would be? I said okay, Tamil it'll be Rajni and Dhanush, it'll be something else. In Telugu it'll be this. Amitji said, why not Dhanush? Then for Hindi, he's fantastic. I said of course he's fantastic, but I never thought of it that way.
And Akshara makes her debut with this film. Balki spotted her outside a dubbing studio in Mumbai and knew he had found his heroine without really knowing her illustrious family background. Now, isn't that a classic filmy tale?
I think she's very spontaneous. It's in the genes, it's like, I don't know whether she has For a person who's never faced the camera, even for an ad, it's really, really surprising that she can be so spontaneous and so simple and so, you know, instinctive about her emotions.
Now let's move on to other news from the world of Bollywood. So Tiger Shroff could easily be pegged as one of the most successful debutantes of 2014. Hero Panti did well at the box office and Tiger received praise for his dancing skills and action avatar. He was roaring to get ahead. Sorry, could not resist that pun. But sadly, that dream has seen a tiny bump. Tiger was to start shooting on December 21st for a film tentatively titled Heer Ranja. For the film, he teams up with Hero Panti producer Sajid Nadiawala and director Sabir Khan. But now the shooting has been pushed to February. Poor Tiger was hoping that he could start work soon, but now he will have to wait it out for another month. The reason behind this delay is caution. Nadiawala had a great 2014 with Highway, Two States, Hero Panti, and his directorial debut, Kick. Now, sources from Nadiawala's camp tell 9XE The Show that he is being extra cautious. He wants his 2015 to be equally good. The delay is because Nadiawala wants the script to be pitch perfect. He has asked Sabir to polish it further. The man does not want to take any chances. The film will play to Tiger's strengths. The first half will have him in a romantic role, and post-interval, he will bring out his action avatar. Well, for Tiger's sake, we really hope this one goes on floor soon. Coming up, Anushka proves lucky for Virat. Gauhar Khan's attacker says she betrayed him. Welcome back to WeChat Presents 9XE The Show, where it's time to get a little sporty. Anushka Sharma finds her name on the lucky charm list. But she's not lucky for any Bollywood star, but for her love cricketer Virat Kohli.
इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम को तो मुझे प्रमोट करने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Now, why wouldn't we call her Virat's lucky charm? If she can be criticized for Virat's poor performance against New Zealand, I think she should be proudly called his lucky charm now.
I have nothing to say on this.
After all, Virat's performance against Australia has certainly been impressive so far. What do you think, Virat? I am sure you agree with us on this one. In fact, Anushka has been so lucky for Virat on his Australian tour that he is now the new Test cricket captain for India, replacing Dhoni. Now, what did you take along with you, Anushka? A magic wand, some potion? Or was it just a perfect combination of support of Anushka and a great performance by Virat on the field? We are sure Virat is stumped by our beautiful actress, but that doesn't affect his on-field performance. Blowing kisses is just a way of saying thank you for being here. The talk of Anushka being lucky or unlucky for Virat may be a bouncer for some of us. So shouldn't we just be happy that both are doing well in their respective fields? Now let's step away from that light story and look at a rather serious matter. 2014 saw a disturbing incident when host Gauhar Khan was attacked by Mohammed Akil Malik on the sets of a talent show. At that time, he claimed that he did not like her choice of attire. Gauhar said she was shaken but determined to overcome.
It angers me to realize that a man thought it is okay to raise his hand.
Mohammed Akil Malik, who has received interim bail, now has a completely different story to tell. A story in which he is pointing fingers at Gauhar.
गौहर खान से मैंने बोला, बोलिए मैडम मैं आपके लिए कुछ भी करने को तैयार हूँ. मैडम ने बोला ठीक है, अगर तुम मेरा एक काम करोगे तो दबंग 3 फिल्म आ रही है सलमान खान की, उसमें तुमको कोई भी एक छोटा सा रोल दिलवाऊंगी. मैं बोला ओके मैडम. करना क्या होगा मैडम? तो तुमको आके थप्पड़ मारना है. तो 1 मिनट की तो मैंने सोचा कि ये काम नहीं होगा, लेकिन फिर सोचा कि मैडम खुद बोल रही है तो जाहिर सी बात है मेरा बचाव भी वो खुद करेंगी.
Now that's quite a tall claim to make. Akil Malik even told 9XE The Show that he has been left out in the cold. Gauhar did not even live up to her promise of helping him out of jail.
मैं 4 तारीख तक उनका वेट किया क्योंकि पुलिस रिमांड में फिर हमको जज ने रिमांड पहले दिया था, तो मैं 4 दिन तक वेट किया कि मैडम तो आएंगी, मुझे छोड़ाएंगी, लेकिन मैडम नहीं आई. उनकी एक बार भाई आया था गौहर खान का, लेकिन मुझे लगा मुझे छुड़ाने आया, लेकिन वो भी आया और चला गया। फिर लास्ट में 4 तारीख को पुलिस ने मुझे थाने जेल में भेज दिया।
And now, because of this, he feels betrayed.
गौहर खान ने मुझे बोला था कि जो तुम्हारे समझ में आए बोल देना, जो आज मुझे भारी पड़ रहा है। और धोखा पहले मैंने उसको नहीं दिया, उसने हमको दिया, तब आज मैं सच्चाई बता रहा हूँ, नहीं तो ये सच्चाई कभी किसी को नहीं बताता मैं।
Okay. But when Gauhar addressed the media after the incident, there was no love lost.
Does he deserve any sympathy?
Akil Malik claims that this is all a publicity stunt and Gauhar has gained a lot from it.
लोग मानेंगे क्योंकि आज से पहले उनको कोई नहीं जानता था, आज सब कोई जानता है।
When we asked him why exactly did he take such a drastic step, he responded.
और उसने तो खुद मुझे हिम्मत, मुझे क्या मतलब बनता था स्टेज पे चढ़ के थप्पड़ मारने का, कोई वजह बताइए। स्टेज पे चढ़ के थप्पड़ मारना कोई छोटा मोटा बात नहीं है, बहुत बड़ी बात होती है।
When 9XE The Show tried to contact Gauhar, we got no response. Well, in the light of this new development, it's tough to say whose version is the truth. Both Gauhar and her attacker have their own stories to tell and each put the other in a spot. We'll let you be the judge of this one. Moving on, it's time now to hit the right notes with the team of Tevar. Some exclusive dope on the music of the film with Arjun Kapoor and Sonakshi Sinha.
What's up, what's good and what's happening? My name is Vineet Kumar and I'm here with two very interestingly, awesomely fun people. Ladies and gentlemen, here to do the interview Sonakshi Sinha and Arjun Kapoor.
आज हम सिर्फ आपसे हिंदी में वार्तालाप करेंगे।
आप वार्तालाप नहीं करना चाहेंगे? गुफ्तगू कर लेते हैं, चलिए आइए।
Of course कर लेंगे। But before that, how has the
हमें अंग्रेजी समझ में नहीं आती।
10 साल के बाद ये इंटरव्यू हिंदी में करेंगे, but अभी अंग्रेजी में करेंगे। Is that okay?
आपने एक्चुअली बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से वो बात कही।
What a fluke!
Wow, I am very impressed.
Just for that
we will speak in English.
Thank you. Trailer looks really brilliant, and what caught my attention along with the visuals is the music. Sajid and Majid have done a beautiful job with the music. So when you all heard the music for the first time, what was going through your mind?
I loved it. I think every song that they've made, every time I heard a new song, I would be like, wow. And you know, that's amazing to have a bunch of great songs in one soundtrack.
So now when you heard Superman for the first time and you heard the lyrics, it says, "Main Salman fan." Yeah. So when you heard that, we know that you admire Salman. Was it a happy moment for you where you get to, you know, declare it in front of the whole world?
Well, for me it was okay. This is amazing. This is my small way of being able to, I guess, speak about it, because some things you cannot express. I guess when you're working in a film, you can express certain things that you in your personal life don't express. So I'm very happy that I got this song. I love the song. The one thing we did do is we made sure Salman bhai heard it beforehand. So that was nice that he heard it, he approved it, he really liked it, and he in fact wanted to sing it. But he didn't have the time at that point in time.
And you have a song as well, Radha Nachegi. Yes. So it's important for two reasons. One, because she's very beautiful. And two, because Manoj Bajpayee actually, the character of Manoj Bajpayee actually watches you dance and falls in love with you. Yeah. That's where it actually takes place.
That's where
the twist.
It begins actually. Yeah. That's basically how a story takes off. When we started shooting the song, I didn't know that it would be given to me such a huge scale, on such a huge scale and on a platter like that. I mean, the set, the lights, the dancers, I mean the entire way that the song has been put together, it's my best song till date in the amount of films that I've done, and probably the biggest song I've ever done.
How did Imran get roped into this entire thing?
That's really interesting. Our director and my dad and everybody met him. We gave him a brief, we showed him some visuals of the film, so he understood the texture of the film and he gave us something really cool. It's a song that kids will love. It's called Let's Celebrate This Moment. And it's a really nice song.
That's all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being good sports.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just missing. Finally, I've done it. Go watch the film on Jan 9th. Take care, bye-bye, and happy Tevar.
Coming up, the fashion trends of 2015 that Bollywood needs to adopt and drop. Looks like the promise of a new year was reason enough to revisit old ties. We're talking about the Dostana pair of John Abraham and Abhishek Bachchan. Just hours before Abhishek left for his holiday in London with wife Aishwarya and daughter Aradhya, he dropped by John's office in Bandra, a posh suburb of Mumbai. The meeting took place on December 23rd around noon. Joining them was producer Vashu Bagnani. 9XE The Show has found out that John plans to co-produce a film with Vashu that has Abhishek and him as heroes. It's early days yet. They just met for discussion to explore possibilities on a project. John has been thinking about working with him for a long time now. Source. This would be great since the last time we saw them together was in 2008 in Dostana, where their chemistry was the talk of the town. In fact, talk of the sequel to Dostana did come up during the meeting, but of course the actors could only speak about it since the real decision lies with Karan Johar. For those who have come in late, Karan aborted the idea of making the second part as the film's director, Tarun Mansukhani, failed to flesh out the script as per Karan's liking. If the John Abhishek project does come through, it will be amazing to see them on screen once again, this time with John playing producer and actor both. Since we are still talking about the New Year's, this would be a great time to look at the hottest trends of 2015 and also send out a plea to get rid of all the trends of 2014 that just did not work for us or were so overdone. Fashion in 2015. Denims, like they ever go out of fashion. But this time around, they are coming out of the casual closet and going formal. The fit is flared and can even be worn to the boardroom with a formal shirt and blazer. But we really hope the distressed denim trend dies. Nobody wants to see your scruffy knees through your torn jeans, Bollywood. Sheer. As much as we would like to see the death of this trend, it still persists. So you might as well wear it right. This is not the right way to do it. Neither is this. This is how you do it. Classy and elegant and without a show of undergarments. Palazzo and culottes. We saw a fair bit of Bollywood wearing palazzos and culottes, and it's going to continue into 2015, and that's perfectly fine. It's a wearable trend and looks great on most people. Bohemian. 2015 is the year when structured and formal evening wear will be shown the door. Bohemian party wear will take over. This means flowing silhouettes and freedom from all that spandex and shaving your legs for short dresses. Thank you, 2015. Shoe trends. Gladiators and tie-ups are making a comeback. Thank God. They are sexy as hell and make your calves look very cool. Just make sure they are not too tight. You don't want bulges. Shoes with ankle straps are also in for 2015. There's a subtle sexiness to them. Accessory trends. So when we saw Shraddha Kapoor carry a bejeweled camera clutch and Karisma Kapoor with a lantern-style bag, we jumped for joy. They were cool and whimsical and on our New Year's wish list. Let's take this a step forward, shall we? How about a clutch that looks like a cute little kettle or maybe a tiffin? It's hipster, just how we like it, and makes a statement. Jewelry trends. Mang tikkas are going to be big this year, so finally girls with a large forehead can rejoice. The nose ring will be big too, so this would be a good time to be nice to your grandmother in the hopes that she'll lend you her vintage nath. Hair trends. 2015 sees the braids still swinging in action. Hair gets messy and windswept this year, which is great news for lazy girls everywhere. We also hope that hair gets shorter in 2015. Sharp, curly, or dip-dyed bobs look great. So these were the trends we'd love to see in 2015, but there are a whole bunch of ones that we wish we never have to suffer again. Bodycon dresses and crop tops. We've seen these trends worn to the ground and don't want to see them ever again. Never. And the fact that most girls can't replicate it is reason enough for Bollywood to kill this trend. Sari gowns. What on earth is a sari gown? Is it a gown? Is it a sari? Is it pure craziness? Just to let all designers know, the Indo-Western look died in the early 2000s. Please don't try to revive it. Let's just stick to the traditional sari. That's much classier. Mismatched earrings. There are things that come in pairs: socks, cufflinks, and earrings, and they should not be messed with. So the 2015 trend of mismatched earrings is one that needs to be nipped in the bud. You'll look like a right idiot if you walk on the street with a green stud in one ear and a red chandelier earring in the other. Curvy girls dressing wrong. I'm looking at you, Pariniti, Huma, and Sonakshi. Fair enough, they did not have a horrible year fashion-wise, but in fact, Huma saw a style evolution last year. But in 2015, we hope they stop talking about how they need to lose weight and just own up to their curves in stunning looks. So Bollywood, we hope you have been taking notes. Now on that fashionable note, I'm going to be off. I'll see you on Friday. Log on to our website 9xe.com and our YouTube channel. Bye.